Hi there, I'm Suranga from English. When today it is Total Immersion. In Total Immersion, what we do is we learn English through English. I'm going to tell you a story, a beautiful story, and while I'm telling you the story, I'm teaching you the language. That is Total Immersion. So you are totally exposed to, immersed in the particular language that I'm teaching, you are aiming for. Okay, right. Shall we go to the topic? The dog and the bone. I think you have heard of this. You must have heard of this story. That is a very common story. The dog and the bone. The dog and the bone. You know what dog is? You know what bone is? Bones. When we eat meat, we find bones. It's very difficult to hard to bite bones. Bones are really hard bones. When you eat chicken, the part that you cannot eat is the bone. The other parts you would eat, cartilages and everything you would eat, but you cannot eat the bone. That is said. So now you understand what bone is. The dog and the bone, the story. A dog who had stolen a juicy bone from butcher's shop was hurrying into the country where he hoped to enjoy his meal. A dog who had stolen a juicy bone from a butcher's shop was hurrying into the country where he hoped to enjoy his meal. A dog, you know what dog is? Bow bow dog, yeah. The dog had stolen a juicy bone from a butcher's shop. The dog had stolen. Steal is you take something without permission and you keep it to yourself. That is adinna dana. I'm not going to explain what stealing is. Stealing is not a good thing. Stealing is basically a bad thing. A dog who had stolen a juicy bone from a butcher's shop. Juicy bone. The dog has stolen a juicy bone. Why do we call it juicy? Juicy, it has sort of something sort of liquid. Juicy is something juice, lemon juice, fruit juice, whatever. When you think about juice, you feel something is watery. That is why we call it juicy. So a dog who had stolen a juicy bone. Why do we say that bone is juicy? Bone is juicy because it is not dry. It has something to eat. If the bone is juicy, blood and everything should be there so that you can eat it perfectly if you are a dog. A dog who had stolen a juicy bone from a butcher's shop was hurrying into the country, hurrying into a place where a lot of trees are. So to the forest or the north of the town area. He is going towards an area where he is not disturbed. Maybe a village, we call it countryside, because countryside is basically peaceful and nobody, disturbance is really of minimum level when you think about country. But town is not so. Town is really busy, hustle and bustle of everything in town. A dog who had stolen a juicy bone from butcher's shop was hurrying into the country. You know what hurry is? Oh, I'm in a mighty hurry, I should go. I'm in a hurry, I have no time. Hurry means I have no time, you understand, right? Maybe when you're going to school, you would say, oh, I can't eat breakfast. I'm in a hurry, I have no time. Yeah, hurry. Hurrying into the country. The dog goes hurrying into the country. When the writer says the dog is hurrying into the country, he tells us that the dog is not moving slow. The dog is moving fast. That is what he says. A dog who had stolen a juicy bone from a butcher's shop. Butcher's shop? Who is butcher? Butcher is a person, the seller who sells meat. That is it, butcher. When you go to town, you find butcher's shop. From butcher's shop, you can buy meat. A dog had stolen a juicy bone from a butcher's shop was hurrying into the country where he hoped to enjoy his meal. Why can't he enjoy his meal in the town near the butcher's shop? The people would disturb. He has stolen my bone, he has stolen my things, and they would disturb him. So therefore, the dog knows, okay, if I go to a place where there is no disturbances, can enjoy the meal. If I want to enjoy the meal, I have to go to a place where there is no disturbances. So that is the reason why he was hurrying towards, running fast to a place where, say that, no disturbances. A dog who has stolen a juicy bone from a butcher shop was hurrying into the country where he hoped to enjoy his meal. He hoped. So the writer says he hoped to enjoy his meal. He hoped. The hopes are not always realized. Hopes are hopes. So shall we see why he says that? Hoping, I'm going to buy something. Okay. I hope I'm going to buy. That is completely different. I'm going to buy a tie. I'm hoping to buy a tie. Maybe it will never happen. Perhaps something like that. It gives us a clue. The writer gives us a clue. Yeah. Butchers were hurrying into the country where he hoped to enjoy his meal. He came to a bridge that crossed a stream. He came to a bridge. You know what bridge is? Bridge is a hard piece of something going across a river or a stream so that you can walk on it. If you want to go to the other side of a river or a water body, that is stream. Stream is, you know what stream is? Small river-like thing. And you have to walk over a bridge. This bridge is basically something hard, Kalani Bridge and everything. I don't want to explain that to you. Bridge, you understand what the bridge is. He came to a bridge that crossed a stream. Stream, what is stream? Stream is generally not a water body, a running body, or running water body. Running water body means water is running, not a lake, not a still water body. The water is running, but it is really small, maybe few meters wide. So that is it. That is why we call it a stream. Stream is really a very, I have the singular word, perfect singular word, but I'm not going to tell you the singular word, okay? When you're going along the road, nobody would give you the singular words if you're using English. So therefore, always you should be immersed. You should go into the total English. That is what is useful. So stream, the very, very simple word in singular, but I would not tell you. What you should understand, you don't want to find a real term for stream in singular, but you know that stream is just like a river, but it is not so big. It's few meters wide. Things like that. That's quite sufficient. That is enough for you to understand the story. You don't want the singular meaning. If I say the singular word, you will be ruined. You will be destroyed. I think so. He hoped to enjoy his meal. He came to a bridge that crossed the stream. The bridge is going over the stream. That is what they say. As he was passing over, as he was passing over the bridge, over the river. As he was passing over, he looked down. You understand? He looked down into the water. He looked down into the water when he was going on the bridge, not that particular bridge. He happened to look down, let us say. As he was passing over, he looked down into the water where he saw what he thought was a second dog carrying a bone. He saw a second dog carrying a bone. Why do we call it a second dog? Now, this is the first dog. The first dog is the dog who carrying a piece of meat. That is the first dog. As he was passing over, he looked down into the water where he thought was the second dog. He looked down into the water where he saw what he thought was a second dog. He thought, a second dog, yeah, carrying a bone. He made up his mind, decided. I have made up my mind to leave this country. That means I have decided. Make up my mind. Okay, my mind is not not in that way, but yeah, okay, I should go. I should leave the country. I should go abroad. I have made up my mind. I'm not going to change the decision. You have taken a decision. If you have made up your mind, you are going to do something, and you have decided that already. So he thought was a second dog carrying a bone. He made up his mind to have that bone as well. He made up his mind. Who made up his mind? The dog made up his mind. Dog wanted to have that piece of meat even. That was a greedy dog. Crazy dog. Greedy. Greedy means, what the greedy is. Greedy means you want everything. Other people's objects, whatever it is, money or whatever, greedy. If you look careful, I like to eat that food. Oh, you are greedy, greedy. So, thought was a second dog also carrying a bone. He made up his mind to have that bone as well. He wanted to have that bone as well. Now there are two bones. One is really he is carrying. The dog is carrying one bone, and the other one is when he looked down, he saw there was a dog carrying a bone. That was the second bone. Now he thought of having both two bones because he was really, really hungry. Yeah, he made up his mind to have that bone as well. So when we think about this is a story. But if we can make this a drama or going to different characters, so that would be really good. So I'll try my best. I'm the dog. What is that? Oh, that is a shop. What sort of shop is that? That's a butcher's shop. Yeah. Oh, I feel that there is meat there. I should go there. Oh, I'm walking towards that particular shop. Oh, I can see a lot of things there. Pieces of meat laid down. And there is a bone. Oh, nice bone. I must wait till the butcher goes into the shop. Oh, butcher went into the shop. I should take that piece of bone. Yeah. Okay. I took it. And I'm so I should not eat it here because this place is not good. There are people and they would disturb me. So I should go to a place where I can enjoy the meal. So I should go to that particular area where the forest is, where the green plants are. So okay, I'm going. Yeah, okay, I'm going. Okay, I'm really, really tired. There is a stream. How can I go to the other side? Okay. There is a bridge, small bridge. Okay, I'm quite fortunate. Okay, I should go to the other side of the stream so that nobody would disturb me. No. Okay. This bridge is really, really nice bridge. Okay. What is that? There is a dog in the river. There's a dog in the river. Yeah. What is he carrying? He's carrying a bone. Oh. Is that a juicy bone? Yeah, it was. It's also a juicy bone. I said, I'm really, really hungry. If I can have that bone too, that would be quite satisfying. So I should somehow try to get that bone so that I can eat a lot. Something like that, right? So we can make the story. You understand that I have never thought what I should speak. I'm producing, I'm making the language. That is what you should see. That is what you have to do when you talk to people. When you talk to people, you're not going to read books. Do you understand what I say? When you talk to people in conversations, you are not going to read books. You have to get everything from your head. You have to make the language. You have to produce the language. You have to make brand new language. So to make brand new language, what you should do is You have to see how people make language. Producing language. Hitagana producing the language. Hitagana, yeah, you understand. So that is it. That is really interesting. So that is what you should learn. You should learn to produce language. You understand that there is sort of a path people walking along, and I have nothing to look at. I have nothing books, but I am producing the language. You understand? That is what you should see. You definitely you would find that this language is not I have thought about previously, pre-planned. This is not a pre-planned language. This is what I produce. So you try your best to produce language. You take a story and you first read the story, and you think that you are one of the characters of the story, and then say something. Oh, you can retell the story in a different way, even maybe this story. So that is what improves your language. When I read this story, what happens? I improve my language, not your language. I'm improving my language by reading this to you. You're just looking on. What you have to do is to produce the language. Then it will help you speak. Okay, shall we go? Now, so far the story is a dog has stolen a piece of bone. So that is another version of it. We can twist, we can change the story. We can have our own versions. There is a dog going. Okay, I think this should be the dog. Yeah. Hello? When he stopped, yeah, so far the story is a dog has stolen a bone, and he was going to a place where he can enjoy the meal. And while he was going, he saw a stream. Over the stream there was a bridge, and he was crossing the river over the bridge. He looked down, and he saw a second dog carrying a bone. That was his reflection. Yeah, reflection is when you go in front of a mirror, you can see yourself. That is your reflection. That is your image. Reflection is turning light back, falling on a surface. That is reflection. But image is what you can see. You can see yourself inside the river. That is your image. Yeah. Okay. And he wanted to have that piece of meat also. When he stopped, the other dog stopped. When he stopped, the other dog stopped. He stopped walking. The dog stopped walking. Okay. The dog stopped walking. And the other dog, the dog in the river, also stopped walking. That was really funny. He walked. The dog walked. He stopped. The dog stopped walking. Wonderful. The dog did not understand what was happening. Really, he thought that it was really a dog, a real dog. When he stopped, the other dog stopped. Yeah. When he moved, move means moving the body. When he moved, the other dog moved. Yeah. It happens. But why? It is reflection. It is that image. So did the other. When he moved, so did the other. So, just like that. So means like that. Did the other. The other dog did the same. This went on for some time. Nice thing, went on, go on. We would say, went on means continue. So we would say, how about the party, how about the dancing? It went on to its midnight. It went on means continued. So this went on for some time. This continued for some time. That means the dog was trying to walk, and dog stops walking, and again he starts walking, and so on. The drama went on for some time. Yeah, this went on for some time until the dog on the bridge could stand it no longer. This went on for some time. Until, and you understand, until the dog on the bridge. There are two dogs. We are talking about dog on the bridge. The other dog follows everything that is done by the dog on the bridge. If dog on the bridge does something, the second dog follows. So therefore, we are talking about the dog on the bridge, not the dog in the water. That is it. Same thing happens here. Until the dog on the bridge could stand it no longer. Stand. Could not stand it no longer. Stand means bear. I could not stand it. Stand. I can't stand it means it is really, really difficult to. It is really difficult to be there. Because if there is a problem or something, for example, I'll give you a nice example. So, a big boy and a small boy. The big boy is teasing the small boy, doing some different things. The big boy is teasing the other boy, pestering the other boy, doing different things. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it means I cannot keep looking at that. It is really, really bad. I say, stop that. Why? I could not stand it. Stand it means I am not in a position to look at the thing as it goes. It makes me uneasy. Oh, that is not good. Something like that. So, therefore, this went on for some time until the dog on the bridge could stand it no longer. No longer. He could stand it no longer. He could not stand it. That means he had to do something. He is going to a new action. If you can't stand it, you go to a new sort of action. He gave a fire's bark. Fire's bark. Fires means really dangerous or frightening. Fire's bark. Bark means how, bow, bow, bow. Fire's bark. Fire sees. That is, it makes you frightened. If a dog makes a fire's bark, you become frightened. If a dog barks, you'd look at the dog. A dog is barking. If the dog makes a fire's bark, oh, and that is a fire's bark. If a fire's bark goes, you become frightened. It causes sort of fear. Oh, that's bad. That's dangerous. So the dog gave a fire's bark. Yeah, fire's bark. The fires comes from a Latin word feroz. Feroz is of animal. So fires comes with basically the word animal, Latin word. Until the dog on the bridge could stand it no longer, he gave a fire's bark, hoping to scare his enemy. Scare means to make him frightened. Scare. So what scarecrow? In paddy fields we can see a human-like figure with shirts and everything. You know what I mean. So using sticks, people make a human-like figure and we keep it in the paddy field. So when birds see that gadget, birds think that it is a man, it is a guy. So birds get frightened and they fly away. That is it. Scarecrow. We call them scarecrow because scarecrow. Scare means it something make you feel frightened. It causes you fear. That is scare. So in this story they say he gave a fire's bark hoping to scare his enemy. He wanted to scare his enemy. The dog wanted to scare his enemy. The dog wanted to scare the second dog. What is scare? Scare means the dog wanted to make him feel frightened. The dog wanted to make the second dog feel frightened. And he wanted him to run away. That's it. Until the dog on the bridge could stand it no longer, he gave a fire's bark. Hoping to scare his enemy. To his dismay, hopelessness. You have no hopes. You become really uneasy. To your dismay. Dismay is you become you become sort of hopeless. What to do? You would say. Yeah, dismay. uh, to his dismay, you become uneasy, you become hopeless, you don't understand what happens. That is in dismay. If you are in dismay, you don't understand what happens. I say you get puzzled, something like that. To his dismay, the bone dropped from his own jaw, dropped from the own jaw, and disappeared below the surface of the stream. Disappeared. Appear means there is, you can see. So it appears, these things, they appear. But when I come tomorrow, maybe they won't be there. If the huts and everything, when I come tomorrow, if they have been, if they are stolen, I won't be able to see them. So I would say, they have disappeared. Not to be seen. Disappeared means not to be seen. So the bone dropped from his own jaws and disappeared below the surface of stream. Disappeared below. Above, below. Disappeared below the surface of the stream. Surface means this. Surface of the stream. Stream means the water body. So dropped from his own jaws and disappeared below the surface of stream. When the water cleared, why do they say water cleared? Because if you drop something onto water surface, what happens is it causes rippling effect. That is, it causes waves. It's going round and round and round and round, waves on water, you understand. It takes time to settle it down. You understand what I mean? It takes time for the water to become still, calm. So that is it. Then the bone went down, and the dog was looking at. He wanted to get the bone, so he was waiting, and finally the water became really, really, really still, and water became really calm. The bone dropped from his own jaw and disappeared below the surface of the stream. When the water cleared, and he looked down. When water cleared, he looked down. There was the other dog looking up at him. He was looking down. You can see the other dog looking up at him. Dog is looking down. The real dog is looking down. The image is looking up. Yeah, you understand? Strangely enough, that is really strange. That is really strange. Yeah, you do understand strange means. Strangely enough, he had no bone in his jaws. He has no bone in his jaws. Second dog has no bone. I dropped the bone, that's okay. And I thought that there should be a bone there, and I looked down and water became really calm, and now I can see the dog, but dog is looking up with no bone in his jaws. So wonderful. Both dogs missed bones. That is it. Really nice story. So that is it. We have no time to go to a drama. You understand, for the first part I made a sort of a drama. So then what is really important is you have to make this basically a different story. That is it. So you can retell the story, you can go to characters, and you can do that. Okay, that is today's story. So somehow I want you to go to Total Immersion. In the Total Immersion, you should see the language production. If I'm explaining things away, that is not useful. I should have my own views. Okay, so please subscribe and give comments. Give us a like and press the bell icon so that you will receive my videos when I upload. And share, most importantly. Some people say that they are sharing these videos among friends. So if people want to learn the language, please share among schoolboys, schoolgirls, and people going to universities, and they need this help, I do believe. So therefore, please share at least share this to 5 friends or 5 people, everybody. I want you to do that because I want to increase my subscriber count basically so that I can do a good job. Really? Then bye for now.